Chapter 2. The Magic of Listening Before Speaking. Let me tell you something simple but very important. You don't need to speak first. You need to listen first, like every child in the world. Think about how babies learn to speak. For 1 or 2 years, they don't say much. They listen. They hear words every day. They watch faces. They notice sounds. And slowly, their brain starts to understand. Then one day, they say their first word. Not because they studied grammar, not because someone tested them, but because they listened enough. This is how you can learn English, too. Many students think, I have to speak English right away. I must practice speaking or I will never learn. I understand this idea. But it's not how language works naturally. In the beginning, you don't need to talk a lot. You need to listen a lot. That's how your brain learns the rhythm, the music, the sound of English. So, what should you listen to? Start with things that are fun and easy to understand. Watch English videos with subtitles. Choose short videos first, maybe cartoons, stories, or beginner YouTube channels. Listen to slow English podcasts. Many podcasts are made for learners just like you. And don't worry if you don't understand everything. You don't need to. Your brain is still learning. There is something powerful about hearing English every day. It's like your ears are training. Even when you're tired or not paying full attention, your brain is catching the words, the grammar, the sentence patterns. You are learning without even trying too hard. When I learned Spanish, I used to listen to the same short podcast every day. At first, I didn't understand much, but I liked the speaker's voice. I liked the music, so I listened again and again. After a few days, I understood one sentence, then a full idea. After 1 week, I could guess what the person was saying before they said it. That's when I knew. My brain was doing the work, quietly, in the background. If you want to improve even faster, try this. Listen to a short audio clip or a video. Then listen again. And this time, try to repeat what you hear. You don't have to say it perfectly. Just try. This is called shadowing. It's a great way to train your mouth and ears at the same time. You don't need to understand every word to benefit. Understanding the meaning is more important than understanding each word. So if you hear, the boy goes to school, and you understand the idea, that's success. Don't stop and open a dictionary every time. Just keep going. With time, you will understand more and more. Also, listen to things more than once. Repetition is key. Listen today, then again tomorrow. On the third day, maybe without subtitles. Your brain learns better with repetition. It feels easier, and you feel stronger. You might say, but I want to speak now. That's okay. But remember, speaking becomes easier when your ears are full of English. The more you listen, the more natural your speaking will become later. You will not need to think about grammar. Your brain will already know what sounds right. Think of music. When you hear a song many times, you can sing it, right? Even without trying. That's because your brain remembers sound patterns. English is the same. If you listen enough, speaking becomes like singing. Natural, easy. So today, I want you to find one thing to listen to. Just one. A short video, a slow podcast, an English story. Watch it. Listen. And tomorrow, listen again. Then again. This is how real progress happens. You don't need to speak from day one, but you do need to listen every day. And now, in the next chapter, I'll talk to you about something just as powerful as listening, reading like a child and learning like an expert. Chapter 3. Read like a child, learn like an expert. Let me tell you something that many English students don't believe at first. Reading is the most powerful way to improve your English. Yes, more powerful than grammar classes, more powerful than memorizing vocabulary lists. But it has to be the right kind of reading. Most students think of reading in English like homework. They remember boring textbooks, long articles, difficult words, tiny text, and no fun. So they stop reading, or they never start. But that's not what I mean when I say read. I want you to read like a child. Yes, like a child. I want you to read fairy tales, comics, short, simple books, stories you already know, stories you enjoy. Because when we enjoy what we read, we learn faster, and we remember more. If reading feels boring, you're reading the wrong book, not the wrong language. In 1965, in America, they did a study. They gave free books, fun books like James Bond, to young boys in schools. These boys didn't have to read the books. There were no tests, no exercises, just books. What happened? The boys read. Some read a book every 2 days. After 2 years, the boys who got the books were better at reading, writing, and even liked school more. The boys who didn't get books, they didn't improve. Some even got worse. This is not just for native speakers. They did another study in the Fiji Islands where students were learning English. One group had grammar classes. Another group read quietly in class. Another group listened to the teacher read stories. Guess which groups learned more? The ones who read. Even grammar scores were better for students who read than students who studied grammar. I've also seen it in my own life. In 2017, I wanted to learn Spanish. I tried apps. I tried classes. But I didn't learn much. Then I tried something different. I decided to read 1 million words in Spanish. I didn't start with hard books. I started with easy stories. Then I read translations of books I already knew, like Harry Potter. Then I read books by Latin American authors. In 1 year, I could read almost everything. I could talk to native speakers. And I didn't study grammar. I didn't memorize vocabulary lists. I just read. A lot. For fun. For pleasure. Why does reading work so well? Because when you read, you see words again and again. You see how grammar works, not in a rule, but in a sentence. You learn naturally, the same way children do. No stress, no pressure, just understanding. When you read easy books, your brain doesn't fight. You understand more. You feel better. You feel smart. And when we feel smart, we learn more. That's how confidence grows. But what is an easy book? Easy means this. When you read a page, you understand 98% of the words. You only see 1 or 2 new words. That's enough. That's good. If you see 10 new words in every sentence, the book is too hard. Put it down. Find something easier, and never feel bad about that. Stephen Krashen, a famous language teacher, says, "Read things that are fun and interesting. Read things that are so easy, you would not read them in your own language." So yes, read comics, read fairy tales, read short stories. Don't worry if it's for kids, it's for learning, and it's for you. Maybe you're thinking, but I want to learn business English or academic English. That's okay. Do that later. First, build your foundation, build your vocabulary, build your confidence. And reading easy books is the best way to do that. Here's what I want you to do. Find a very easy English story, maybe one you already know in your language. Read just one page today, just one. Don't use a dictionary. Try to guess the meaning from the story. If it feels too hard, stop. Find something easier. But if it feels fun, keep going. You'll be surprised. After a few days, reading feels normal. After a few weeks, you start to see grammar patterns. After a few months, you know so many new words, and you didn't even try to remember them. Reading for fun is reading for growth. Quietly, slowly, powerfully. In the next chapter, I'll show you how to speak English with confidence, even if you're shy and even if you're afraid of making mistakes.